38 cops, 23 from Belize and 15 from El Salvador, are doing an 8-day course to become certified in the Gang Resistance Education and Training, better known as the GREAT program. The police officers are learning skills to communicate with at-risk students.
Teaching them the transition from, being a police officer to teaching in the classroom, which is a big difference. A police officers, some people would look at them as, being strong, tough, but then you have to realize that you are dealing with kids. So you have to use a different level when you come inside the classroom. There's a practical component to the training. What you will have to do is you will have to model some of the lessons that they have. For example, there's a lesson called empathy. You will have to model that, show empathy for others. Then they have another one, which is basically peer pressure, which the kids have peer pressure. So this would help them to, teach the kids how to deal with that. Also anger management, because a lot of kids have anger, so they'll teach the police officers have been taught how to teach the kids how to deal with anger, how to say no, because sometimes they get approached and they don't know how to say no to the different temptations that are out there, especially at this time.
The Gang Resistance Education and Training GREAT program is a violence prevention program being used to fight delinquency, youth violence, and gang involvement through school-based, law enforcement officer-instructed classroom courses. As of December of 2017, 15,000 students in Belize have graduated from the program, and McCoy says the impact is felt in many ways.
It teaches you how to talk to kids, discourage them from joining gangs, getting into violence, drugs, and also bullying. They also teaches them how to stay away from negative things that would happen in the community. Also to be a part of the community. They also have a responsibility to the community, to their school. We have a lot of testimonials that show that the GREAT program has really worked. They have kids who at first, they have that feelings towards the police, and then when we start teaching them GREAT, by the time we finish, we're ready to graduate, they don't have that negative feelings towards the police. They are very positive. Some people even tell you, thanks for coming into the classroom. Some parents, when they see you, they say, my son or my daughter have been taught GREAT by you, and we want to thank you because there's a big change. The principal, the teachers, everybody is giving a positive result when it comes to GREAT.
McCoy says the opportunity to train and share ideas with authorities from El Salvador have proven to be helpful to Belize's GREAT program officers.
For many years they did it in El Salvador, and now we are doing it here, which helps us. And it's good when you have from different countries because we share ideas. Things that work here might not work in El Salvador, or things that are happening in El Salvador, we want to learn because, they're a bigger country, they're a little bit more advanced. So, we learn from them, and then we're able to use it here in Belize.
Could you say what exactly you're learning from them?
Well, here in Belize, we have gangs, but they're in El Salvador, the way how the gangs operate, they operate different. And the way how the classroom, also when you go into the classroom, the way how they teach there is different than how we teach here in Belize.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.